Elon Musk has made some pretty wild claims here. He's saying that, well, he's saying that somebody or companies is intentionally sabotaging him and Tesla, and that these people are being paid to do so. Now, this comes right after 17 cars were incinerated in Italy by arsonists. This has been happening now all over the world. Is Elon Musk right? Well, here's the full story. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to have you with us. Elon Musk has acknowledged that his job as head of President Donald Trump's effort to cut the size of government is costing me a lot. In his words, costing me a lot when it comes to his other big job as CEO at Tesla. Guys, what do you think about this? Should Elon Musk stand down? Should he do that? I mean, what's your opinion? What's your take on this? Should he stand down from DOGE, or should he stand down from Tesla, or both? Let me know what your thoughts are. Political backlash from Musk's recent political forays in the US and around the world have weighed on Tesla at home and even around the world. It's costing me a lot to be in this job, said Elon Musk at a town hall event in Wisconsin, noting some of his political opponents have highlighted Tesla's stock's fall. Tesla stock has gone down, of course. It's nearly halved since its recent highs. It's down around to 280 US dollars right now. It hit about 480. But if you've been in Tesla stock for 5 years, you've done pretty well, because 5 years ago it was worth, what, $30 or $40. What they're trying to do is put massive pressure on me and Tesla, I guess, to, I don't know, stop doing this, said Musk. My Tesla stock and the stock of everyone who holds Tesla went roughly in half. I mean, it's a big deal. Tesla shares rose to a record high in the month after Trump was elected, but have dropped 45% since their December 17 top. While he remains the world's richest man, Musk's own personal wealth has declined by more than $100 billion this year, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Now, of course, it's only paper worth. So I don't like the Bloomberg Billionaires top wealthiest people's index, because it's something that changes by the second. So in other words, basically Bloomberg's Billionaires Index, whenever you're reading it, it's false. It's 100% false. The statistical likelihood that it's going to be correct when anyone reads it is zero, because by the time you publish it, it's already changed. Because pretty much all the wealth of all these people is heavily tied to their business wealth, to their stock wealth, to their real estate wealth, and all those things just fluctuate constantly. So it's a little bit misleading. Anyway, long term, I think Tesla stock is going to do fine. So maybe it's a buying opportunity, said Elon Musk. Never let a good spruiking opportunity go by. Musk spoke in Wisconsin ahead of a state Supreme Court election on the 1st of April. Though the election is officially neo-partisan, Republicans, including Trump, have backed Brad Schimmel against Dane County Judge Suzanne Crawford, who has been endorsed by Democrats. Musk has thrown more than $14 million into the contest on Schimmel's behalf, according to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel newspaper. On stage, Musk handed out checks for $1 million to two local voters and outlined how volunteers could get paid by a group he funds to canvass for Schimmel in the race's closing days. Now, obviously, some people are opposed to him getting involved in politics in that way. And let's be honest, American politics are a bit of a cesspit in a lot of ways. The race will likely determine the ideological balance of the swing state's highest court, where the liberal-leaning bloc currently holds a 4-3 edge. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, a Republican, said over the weekend that if Schimmel wins, Musk will be to thank for it. The contest could tip the balance on issues from abortion to redistricting. Musk warned repeatedly that a future adverse redistricting rules in Wisconsin, where the GOP holds 6 of the state's 8 congressional districts, could threaten Republican control of the US House. Among the other cases the court may eventually consider, though, is one involving Tesla, which is seeking to open additional dealerships in the state, yet has so far been unable to secure an exemption from the state's law that largely prohibits auto manufacturers from selling directly to the public. So because Tesla doesn't sell through licensed dealerships, Tesla can't legally sell cars in Wisconsin. Clearly, Elon Musk, therefore, is trying to get his man voted in so he can try and change that. I'm guessing that $15 million that Musk has put into this donation is probably his purchase price to get the rules changed in Wisconsin so that Tesla can sell cars there. Guys, what's your take on all this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. If Elon Musk used Neuralink to merge himself with AI, would he have godlike powers? Would he be a genius level person who, to be fair, I do think if we're objective, there is a bit of a monopoly. Like you already mentioned it yourself, the data, they have the data.
Hmm.
They have, I think it's an advantage. It's the media have disparaged Tesla so much that people don't realize all these things you're pointing out.
Hmm.
So they already have a bit of a monopoly. Then Musk owns SpaceX, which has a clear monopoly in internet, and not just home internet, but now moving into cellular internet. He
Hmm.
owns a bit of everything. If he was to merge with AI, does that give him the president of America has a certain level of power, but that's his whole different level, right? How do
Who
that
is
play?
the president of America?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I don't think anyone does.
know. But ultimately, if Musk like uses, he has this ability, right, to potentially use Neuralink to merge
Hmm.
himself with AI. Could that give him that? How would that play out?
Well, things that get pretty wild. I think Musk probably already has more influence and power than any president in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
This is obvious. He's doing things in the real world. The president of the United States is just a puppet for the machine anyway, at least at the moment. I think it's pretty obvious to anyone that's got a brain that's been watching over the last 4 years that, you know, someone's there, the lights are on, but no one's home. So I think in terms of real world impact, Musk is already having a far bigger impact globally, not just in terms of product and technology disrupting industries, but also in global conversation, enabling people to freely share their thoughts and their opinions and ideas.
Mm.
I mean, if he hadn't acquired X, I don't even want to imagine what that would be like. But certainly supplementing his abilities with Neuralink and augmenting his intelligence certainly wouldn't be a bad thing. But I think everyone's going to have that opportunity at some point. I don't know when exactly. Ray Kurzweil's got many thoughts on this.
He
And
does. Yeah.
I think this is part of that sort of era of hyperabundance and where things just get completely wild. If you imagine humans being able to suddenly, almost overnight, become a million times more intelligent and
Mm.
capable and increase our speed of thought and our memory, our cognition, it's going to get pretty wild. And this is the point where it's just hard to predict what does the future look like. What does anything even mean anymore? What is it existing at that point in time? Like just, hard to know.
So do you think Musk would plan to potentially do that? Because the way I see it, he has this much brain power, all these companies, he's having to make all these decisions. If he was to do that, that potentially means he can process things much, much faster